Hello and happy Mabon, the autumnal equinox. It is a time of balance and time for us to get into balance as well as the earth getting into balance. Tonight our ritual is based on one out of a book called A Year of Ritual by Sandra Kynes. Now usually when we do ritual, it is a ritual that I've written. The one that I use typically for Mabon is one of harvest, and where we gather foods from our gardens or from the grocery store if we don't have a garden, and bring them to be blessed and then donated to the food bank. So if you are so inclined, donating food to the food bank right now is a good thing to help some of us who are not quite as prosperous right now as we are used to. Now, for the ritual tonight, what you need to have is an apple, a hazelnut or a filbert nut, they're the same thing, and a drink. Okay, so here's my drink. We're going to cast the circle differently tonight for Mabon. We're going to cast it using our apple. Now, so talking for a minute about the autumnal equinox, it is, this is the second harvest festival. We have enjoyed a wealth of good food and weather that is neither too hot nor too cold. Beauty surrounds us right now, and the autumn colors are beginning to blaze. We actually started our autumn colors here in Everett in mid-July, but they were gentle changes, and we're still seeing them get prettier right now. We reap the beauty and bounty of the earth. We also reap the fruit of the seeds that we have symbolically planted in our lives this year. Now is the time to count our blessings and to give thanks to the Lord and the Lady. So if you did not garden, the seeds that we're harvesting right now are the ones that we planted back in February when we talked about what were our goals for this year. So if you look back, take a minute, and what did you harvest? What did you succeed with? What is still growing? For me, one of the seeds that I planted back in January was the intent to find a way to do ritual virtually when we couldn't do it in person. And tonight, as every moon that we've had since March, is a successful harvest for that goal. The fact that we are able to gather together and do a Mabon ritual virtually and still connect with each other is a pretty amazing thing, at least in my mind. It is, so that's one of the things I'm grateful for. I am grateful for the technology that allows us to do this, and I am grateful for the fact that so many of you are willing to join me in order to do this. So on my altar today, I have the spirit of the harvest that we made back at Litha. I have the corn dolly that we made back at Litha. I've got apples, and I've got hazelnuts, and I've got a glass of wine. Now, on the door, I have a nice autumn wreath that is part of my magic room during this time of the year. So, what we're going to do is cast the circle differently. So, pick up your apple and recognize that the days now are still warm with the remnants of summer, but at night there's chill in the air. This is Mabon, a time to give thanks to the goddess for her bounty and blessings. This is a time to pause and enjoy the magic and beauty of the earth. Tonight is peaceful, but change is in the wind. Tonight we cast the circle with the apple, the ancient symbol of the goddess with her great knowledge and power of healing. The apple tree itself is known as the custodian of her wisdom, and it is the apple tree that provides a gateway into other realms. So hold your apple in both hands. Feel the wisdom and the love of the goddess through this apple. Now raise your arms and lift the nurturing fruit in honor of the Great Mother. As above, so below. Tonight we form our circle with her bounty. So take your apple and put it behind you. And just like the crystal grid that we used back in August, each apple sends its energy to the next apple, which is creating our circle of sacred space tonight. Now, we're going to call in the quarters. And we're going to do that by taking an apple and cutting it in half. Okay, now, if you look at the apple that's cut in half, it has the pentagram. That is a symbol of the everything, of our ancient faith and the connectiveness to all life. We're going to start today in the north instead of the east, as I normally do. So, Spirit of the North, element of earth, your golden fields provide the promise of a comfortable winter. Let us celebrate in the abundance of your blessings. Please join us in our circle this night. We bid you hail and welcome. And to the east. Spirits of east, element of air, your warm summer breezes yield the autumn chill that gives birth to a blaze of bright color. Let us appreciate the blessings of the beauty you bestow on this world. Join us in our circle tonight. We bid you hail and welcome. Got my directions mixed up there. Okay, to the south. Spirits of the south, element of fire, your brilliant August sun is becoming a memory that will dance through our hearts in the dark months to come. May we find your spark to illuminate our path ahead. Please join us in our circle this night. We bid you hail and welcome. And to the west. Spirits of the west, element of water, your cool autumn rains wash the emptying fields to make way for a winter's rest. May we receive the blessing of your cleansing showers. Please join us in our circle tonight. We bid you hail and welcome. Sun King, Corn King, God of the harvest, your seed has provided a bounty that has greened the meadows and filled the fields. As the burning embers of summer are overtaken by darkness, and you begin your descent to the underworld, bestow your blessings on this circle. Please join us this night. We bid you hail and welcome. Great Mother Goddess Bridget, Demeter, Queen of the Harvest, your body has provided abundance and beauty. As you begin your metamorphosis into crone, bless us with your wisdom. Please join us this night. We bid you hail and welcome. There's a beautiful pentacle, if you can see that, in this one. Lord and Lady of the Harvest, as this year wanes into darkness, come to us one last time as Queen and Consort. Join us in our circle this night. We bid you hail and welcome. So now we want to take a moment or two and give thought to what you have been blessed with this year. When you're ready, go to your altar, put your hands over the altar, and say, Lord and Lady, I thank you for. Then state the blessing that you have received. You may also choose to hold your blessing in the privacy of your heart and simply say, Lord and Lady, I thank you for this blessing. Okay, in order to give power to our thanks, while we're doing this, I'm going to drum to raise the energy. If we were together, we would do a vine dance, but since we're not together, it would be kind of strange, one person trying to do that. So we're going to drum instead. All right, so thinking about what it is that you're grateful for. Lord and Lady, thank you for this blessing. We now pass from summer into the dark of the year. On this day of the equinox, this day of balance, we pause on the threshold where light begins to fade. As the nights grow longer, we take time to reflect on our lives and cultivate our inner wisdom. Hazelnuts, which are here, are a symbol of that wisdom. We call on the wise ones to guide us through the fire, through the dark that lies ahead. Teach us to hear the inner workings and the inner voices of the ancient ways. Berries are fruit sacred to Bridget. They sweeten our lips and warm our hearts with the memories of summer past. The horned god returns to the belly of the mother. The great goddess transforms into the powerful crone. We follow them into darkness as two become one. The seasons change, and the wheel of the year turns. This is the great rite. Mother, bless this wine and food. Now take your hazelnut, put it on your lips, knowing that may you never hunger. and drink the blessing of the beverage from the goddess. May you never thirst. We look ahead to the darkness for the rest and renewal. And now we're going to go ahead and close our circle. Great Mother, as you enter your most powerful aspect of crown, we ask that you favor us with your wisdom. Guide us through the coming dark. We bid you hail and farewell. Horned One, warrior of the light, go to your rest and dream of rebirth. Endings are beginnings. We shall await your return. We bid you hail and farewell. And this time we're going to go reverse in the circle. Spirits of the West, element of water, thank you for your presence this night. We bid you hail and farewell. To the South, spirits of the South, element of fire, thank you for your presence this night. We bid you hail and farewell. Spirits of the East, element of air, thank you for your presence this night. We bid you hail and farewell. Spirits of the North, element of earth, thank you for your presence this night. We bid you hail and farewell. The Lord has gone to his rest, and the lady gathers strength. We witness their parting as the wheel of the year continues to turn. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. Thank you for joining me tonight to celebrate Mabon, this time of balance. Each of these apples will be taken outside tonight in order to give them back to the earth and to the spirits and animals that will enjoy them. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll be back on Wednesday to talk a little bit more about self-care. And we'll see you then. Happy Mabon.